Hello, 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 and welcome. This is What the Stories Say, and I'm your host, Dr. Pauline Baird. I am talking with my friend Nagwa about Ramadan. What is Ramadan, and should non-Muslims fast during Ramadan? Let's talk about it. Here is my food after Ramadan. A big bowl of salad. I fasted partially during the month of Ramadan. I had a couple of cheat days because I made promise to some people to go out with them to eat. But this is my first time trying the Ramadan fast. So I decided to ask my friends about Ramadan. I'm a Guyanese and we're 6 races. And we have Muslims who fast during Ramadan, but I have less than elementary knowledge about what is Ramadan and the fasting. So I will ask my friends. But let me show you my food after the fast. This is my first time I'm eating at school since Ramadan. Look at my bowl with my nice salad. And here is Nagwa. We're back at the eating table. This is Alaa at the eating table. So what I appreciate about Nagwa and Alaa is that, you know, Guyanese have our celebrations over Christmas and New Year, and I introduced them to pepper pot. And Nagwa is a bona fide Guyanese, as you said. She can make pepper pot, right? So sometimes we eat at this table and we enjoy ourselves. So I wanted to ask her about Ramadan, about, you know, why they do it and how long and how do you know when to start Ramadan? So
let's talk about it then.
Yeah, you gotta talk louder because I'm not sure they can hear you.
Yeah, okay. So let's eating. So yes, like again, what was your question?
Like, why do you fast during Ramadan, or what is Ramadan?
What is Ramadan? Ramadan is the 9th month of the lunar calendar in Islamic calendar. So it goes with the moon. So there are 12 months of the lunar year, and Ramadan is the 9th month of that calendar, and we fast Ramadan as Muslims. It's compulsory for adults.
Okay, so
Muslim adults.
So children don't really fast?
They don't have to, but some, when they are like first, second grader, they want to try, like they want to copy. Why do you fast? I want to do like you. And we tell them, no, it might be difficult. I want to try. And then we encourage them, of course, to practice, but it's not a necessity for them. It's like they don't have to.
Well, when I was teaching in this school in Guyana, Luziknan School on the east coast of Demerara, some kids were in my class and they were telling me about Ramadan. And one of them said, Miss, we just fast on Ramadan. And my father was fast, and my mother was fast, and my grandfather was fast too. He can't even swallow his spit.
That was too much.
I'm like, can't swallow the spit? She said, no water, you can't swallow the spit.
No, you can't.
Is it true you can swallow?
Totally wrong. No, you can. Of course, your saliva, your normal liquid.
Children, huh?
It's too much. This is maybe his. I don't know. His grandpa was trying to scare him, or was he?
I don't know. Maybe the kid just felt that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So, you know the kids fast. Suppose you're sick. Should you fast if you're sick?
No, you shouldn't fast. Actually, you should eat when you're sick.
Oh, okay.
Then you make it up on another day when you get healthy after Ramadan finishes. So it's usually like 29 or 30 days. It depends on the moon sighting. So as soon as we see the moon the night before, then that's the first day of Ramadan. Then the moon goes like and grow, and then when you see the full moon, that is usually the 14th day of the lunar month. Then it goes down, and then right before the new moon is born, the crescent moon is seen. If the moon is seen, then it's 29 days. If it is not seen, then we give one more day later. So it's 30 days. This year it was 30 days in Japan.
So you do have a system, and it's common sense. A Muslim girl last night on YouTube, and she was breastfeeding, and she said she wasn't fasting.
Well, she doesn't have to, no.
Cool. Now, this business of non-Muslims fasting, this is the thing I want to know. Because in today's culture, there is a lot of talk about cultural appropriation, that you take on people's culture and you don't know anything about their business, and you're busy fasting, you don't know why you're fasting. Can non-Muslims fast during Ramadan?
Why not? Yeah, why not? Why not?
For me, I just want to support my Muslim friends.
Yeah.
And not only that, I borrowed it from my sister, because my sister works at the UN, and she has Muslim friends, black Muslims who fast.
Yeah.
And I guess just being in the office, she wanted to support her friend, and so she fasted. So I would forget, when is this thing? And then I asked her the other day, what are you doing? She said, I'm fasting. I'm like, why? She said, Ramadan. I said, what?
I didn't
Ramadan
tell you.
started? You didn't tell me. And so I just got on board and I fasted. One of the things I found was that I slept better. For some reason, I slept more in this month better than the last couple of months.
Wow.
It could be mind over matter, I don't know.
It can be your body needed that thing. So I don't know really, but I hear that some scientific talks are talking about the fasting and how important it can be for health. We have Prophet Muhammad said that you fast, you get healthier.
Oh, okay.
He said that.
That makes sense.
And nowadays there is this Japanese scientist, Nobel Prize laureate. His research was about if the cells in the body. My understanding, my simplified understanding for the whole thing, is that when people fast, their cells, one cell, now it's like the maintenance time.
Right.
It's like they start what we call self-cleaning.
Like detoxing.
Something like that. So the
Okay.
cell itself, instead of mutating to, for example, cancerous cells and that, it start revitalize and get rid of any unnecessary chemicals that might cause the mutation of the cell. And according to his research, it says it's good and it's needed for the body.
Okay. So you don't eat anything. Do you drink water?
No, we don't drink water. We can swallow our saliva.
When Afaf, which is Nagwa's daughter, said she doesn't drink water, I thought to myself, what kind of craziness is this?
Yeah, right?
Not even water?
It sounds so harsh.
So the first couple of days, I drank water, a lot of water.
At night?
No,
In the morning?
daytime.
Oh, okay.
But I found by the fourth day, I didn't want water.
No, right?
I wasn't drinking any water. I'm like, how is this possible?
I think we need to drink because we eat. I'm not sure, like the
Maybe.
eating, you need the water to digest. I'm not sure, but like, of course, our body needs water, and water is life.
Yeah.
It's also like in Quran. It says there's a verse in Quran says Allah says we made everything alive from water.
Oh. Okay.
So, and yes, it's true biologically. Now we know that the cells are mostly water. So it is so interesting that something is necessary for life.
That you abstain from.
Yeah, and then you abstain from, and you get together.
And you get life.
And you feel sometimes healthier.
Yeah. You know, in some Christian churches or Christian denominations, they fast on a regular basis for different life goals, spiritual goals, and things like that. And the Catholics fast in a period they call Lent. Where they abstain from something. I think they choose the kind of thing they would abstain from. Allah is done and gone.
Yeah, but I think he has the class next. He left. he ran behind. He has a class.
Allah eat and split. So it's me and
Yeah,
Nagwa.
it's like you can
So
just
let me
out
see if
maybe.
I can adjust the camera.
Now you see,
we have
I'm
to eat.
eating. I can't wait a moment for the video to finish.
Yeah, so-
I had to wait for a few hours.
So good. So we will stop talking now. I got the ideas that I wanted to hear about.
Is
that
there,
noise?
is there anything in front of the camera? I feel like
No,
we're- that-
it's okay. Yes, so people, you heard it. Non-Muslims can fast, and you can drink water, and you can swallow your spit.
Yes, you can. Yes, you
And
can.
there's a rhythm to it all. And so I was glad I was able to do this fasting in Ramadan. So good. So we got to eat our food now. You know,
Yes.
we're not fasting these days.
If you're not Muslim and you're fasting, what is the harm? What is it? The basic rule is like, don't harm yourself, don't harm others,
Right, right.
and this is the basic Islamic rule also. So no harm to you, not to harm to others. What is
Yeah.
wrong with it?
I learned that Muslims decorate their house for Ramadan. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
I was watching this show with Bilal and Shaeeda, two young Muslims, you know, hot on the YouTube, and they were decorating. I'm like, oh, I didn't know they did that. I thought Christmas, you know, you have lights and stuff, but Ramadan they have lights and, you know, the
We have, depending on the
ornaments and-
country, different culture digested different ways, but it's not like, oh, because you're Muslim, you have to do light. Same as, I think the same as
Right.
this Christmas idea. But like, is the thing that night is a lifetime, because in the morning people are fasting.
Right.
So what happens is that every night turns to be a feast.
I
Because
heard.
it's like, you have been hungry the whole day, so people get excited, and also they have the giving feeling. There's this in Egypt, we have what we call the table of the merciful. And in Cairo or in big cities, you would go and the whole street is a big long table. The time where it's sunset, anyone, rich and poor, can sit at this table because it's the time to eat, and you're going in with your work and you need to eat. It's about time. So not only poor people sit at those tables and eat. It's free food, totally free, of charge, and they eat together. In the street.
in the street.
In the street.
People, you hear that? They eat in the street.
In the street table, long table, and depend on the provider, the person. It can be different levels. Sometimes they get a crew from 5-star hotels, and sometimes it's like moms in that area. They all cook and put like share pot thing, and
Right.
and to anyone passing by. And we have 10% of in Egyptian are Christian, but then sometimes they say no, like that we don't have to. Oh no, but you come by and it's time to eat. Come and eat,
Yes.
like it's you don't have to. It's really nice, yeah. So
So good. Thank you so much. Let's eat. So bye for now. Yawa good. Nagwa and I have to eat because we have school today.
good seeing you all.
Yeah.
Yeah, fasting doesn't mean only stop eating, drinking, but you should also stop something which you used to do before Ramadan. For example, if you are getting angry so easily, so you don't have to, you have to control yourself. So if you used to say some words which is not so good, you should also stop about this.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also you should stop also, for example, talking about people.
Okay.
bad things.
Gossiping.
Behind the gossiping, yes.
Yeah, so you stop something which is lawful, like food and drink, and also this will teach you to stop also for something which unlawful also. So this is the most important thing for fasting.
It's like
So
control.
I try to control myself a lot in Ramadan because I used to do so many things.
Yeah.
Get angry, especially gossiping.
Yes, especially gossiping. Yeah, especially that. Yeah.
Man gossiping.
Yeah. I remember when I start just to gossip in Ramadan, I start, oh, we are in Ramadan.
No.
So this means that you can train yourself in Ramadan to stop such bad things, and then after Ramadan also you will be also continue the same behavior.
Right.
So
Because
that's
you can
Ramadan.
stop yourself from the okay things. Eating is okay.
Yeah. So it's like a total appraisal of yourself
Yes.
and
Yes.
taking stock of your
Yes.
your
Yeah.
inner self, your outer self, your
Yeah.
spirituality.
Reflecting
Yes.
on your own. If when you
Right.
do things, you think you give it like go back and think about it.
Right.
And
Reflection.
see if you want to do it. Yes.
Yes, some kind of like this, yeah.
Makes sense.
And it's a practice. If you get like, it's like also a practice of a habit. If you get yourself a habit for 30 continuous day, it might continue with you.
Yeah, it will help. Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, like eating breakfast in there, which is a healthy thing. Breakfast is a healthy thing, but like, as an example, is like in the morning of the next day in Ramadan, it's hard. Like I don't want to eat at that time of the day because for 30 days I'm getting used. So similarly, after Ramadan, you still have this like, oh, I don't want to get angry that easily, and you're more peaceful with yourself somehow.
Yeah.
You know, Adam, for example, my son, my little son, he loves eating. I never imagined that he can fast.
Wow.
Yeah, but I was actually thinking how Adam can fast.
How can we start teaching him?
After he's being adult also, maybe he cannot. but he decided to try it, and he could fast 3 days this year.
And he's 9.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Wow.
Yeah,
you can
not
do
yet
3.
9. It's still 8.
8,
So yeah, he will be 9 next
Almost,
year.
yeah, almost
Right.
9, yes.
Yeah, almost 9. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, so he was so happy, and I gave him a lot of, you know, presents for that. Yeah, so he is so happy for that.
He said, no, I never imagined that he himself said the same thing.
Yeah.
I thought it would be impossible for
And
me.
he went to school.
Yeah, no,
I
on that
wasn't
day, those days, no.
Weekend.
Weekend.
Yeah.
No, because at school would be with temptation because they have school lunch, right? So it's so hard for a little child to sit watch all of his classmates eating hot food.
And one good thing also about Ramadan, that the reward for worship in the normal days in Ramadan is multiple.
It's like campaign.
You know, so that's why we try to worship Allah in a better way.
Okay.
And for example, I try to go for the prayer in the mosque because going to pray in the mosque is a lot better than if you pray at home.
Okay.
So for the 30 days of Ramadan, I could go to the dawn prayer, which is around 4 a.m. in the mosque.
You know what used to get me?
Yeah.
In Japan here, 4 o'clock the sun is coming up.
Yes.
I'm like, who's eating at this time? I open my eyes, I'm like, nah, I'm not going to start this fasting.
Another thing, you see, this is also a practice because like you eat when you don't really feel like eating, and you stop eating when it is the time that you want to eat. So, you know, it's a practice for real life actually.
I open my eyes, I see that sun coming up over the mountains. I'm like, what? Don't tell me Nagwa is eating now.
Before even that sun come up, so it's
Before
like
that, actually.
3:30 we start eating.
I know, 3 something, I see
Yeah,
it. I'm
yeah.
like, this is impossible. I almost want to call your house and ask you, Nagwa, are you eating?
Yes.
Muslims are crazy.
And like I was saying, I learned 2 words, iftar and dua.
Yes.
Oh,
Like
yes.
they say, before you eat the evening meal, you should have some prayer or something
Yes,
called
yes,
dua.
yes.
That your prayers will be
Yeah.
Call
like,
for something.
for something. You're supposed to ask for something or request or I don't know.
Yes.
And you don't
Wish list.
internally.
It's like you make your own wish list
Yes,
and you
yes,
keep
yes.
to it with the
We
with
feel
the-
really bad when Ramadan finish. You know?
Right.
We are not happy that Ramadan
It's like
is finished.
you feel lonely. It is you're so strong inside. We feel that. We feel that tighter together, stronger, better with ourselves, and
The
so we
rewards
miss
will-
this version of us after Ramadan. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go to back my normal lazy eating chocolate, drinking coffee person. It's like so.
Yeah, I heard this girl, Shaeeda, say, oh, you know, Ramadan is the best time. And she's so happy. I'm like, first time I see happy Muslims. she's jollificate. I'm like, what's wrong with Shaeeda? And she's cooking all this food and whatever. I'm saying, oh,
It's
so
like
maybe
very
it's an
esteemed.
overeating thing.
No, and you cannot
then I
imagine
said
how
no.
people are generous in Ramadan. People
Yeah.
give to
This
each other,
generosity
you know?
and giving.
People give to the poor a lot in Ramadan.
Right.
So
I
before
just
Ramadan,
told her about
yeah.
Nagwa and Rahman.
Yeah, Nagwa and Rahman, and also we prepare like every rich family or not so rich, even normal families, they try to prepare some kind of like a bag
According to
which
their-
has a lot of things to give to the poor and
Like
needy
a
people.
pack.
Yes.
It's a bag. Also, like besides the ready-made food, we can also send pasta, like uncooked stuff, like so that they can cook it on their own.
The environment also is very good because poor people, when they feel that people
Meat
are
and
rich people try to help them, so it creates some kind of harmony
Right.
between them, you know.
Community, it makes the community stronger.
Generosity
Yes,
and
yes.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's not only about self, it's about others.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course, yes.
And your whole well-being.
Yeah.
Nice, very nice.
A good practice is like
Also gathering, people invite each other to iftar, you know. We used to invite all our relatives like one day, and then we are invited also, you know, back, you know. So so every day is like a festival, you know. It's like a,
community
a
here is
celebration.
smaller, but in Japan, for example, in Tokyo, there is this big mosque. Every Saturday and Sunday, they have free table meal for anyone,
And
Muslim and
in
non-Muslim.
Tuyama Mosque, for example, every day. Every day you go there, you eat.
Okay.
You find food.
For free,
and-
for
See,
free.
then nobody lose weight. There's some people think that you fast in Ramadan to lose weight.
Yeah.
But I began to think that you don't necessarily lose weight if you're greedy,
Yeah.
because you can eat more.
Yeah.
No, actually, sometimes, but that's wrong. That's not the actual. We're not also like whatever overdoing and it's excessive is not right in Islam, and so excessively eating it's not good, but it's happening. You know, we're people,
Right.
It's the matter of fact it happens. People excessively eat, and when they get sugar, they tend to want. They think that I didn't get sugar the whole day, and so they get at night. They start making those special sweets and that. So if they start doing this, it's gonna, they actually oppositely gain weight after Ramadan. They will come, but then it's not gonna be. You don't have this feeling of like being light and being,
Yeah, we were all invited. All Ishikawa Muslim community was invited by one person for iftar.
Oh, you never invite me.
Yeah. Yeah, I should have. But actually, yeah.
It wasn't a weekday. It was a weekday.
Was
it Friday?
Yeah.
Friday, I think. Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
No, totally no.
You know, yeah.
But
He
what
asked
happened?
us. Yeah, he is from Tuyama actually. He asked us to invite all Ishikawa Muslim community for this. We told him we cannot invite all. He said no, please invite them. I will send, and he sent the food, and he sent people to serve us.
Wow.
He told
Cooked food.
everyone, please sit, and I will serve you. And they served us. They were fasting also.
His children, his
His children, served us.
To any special food is connected to, associated with Ramadan?
dates.
Dates.
Yeah.
Why dates?
Because Prophet Muhammad would break fast by dates or water. Like he asked us to use dates for. Dates are good for health, and for people living in desert, like for his case, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, he lived in desert, so dates would have mostly so many minerals, vitamin K, one of the only rare fruits to have vitamin K in it.
Sorry, I should go because I have a class.
Okay, bye Allah.
Yeah, thank you.
And so that because it's easy to lose if you sweat in deserts and that. So
Okay.
the first thing, and it doesn't need digestion. It has glucose. The sugar in it is mono
Monosaccharide.
Yeah. So it directly go to the blood. No need for digestion. That's why probably.
Yeah.
That's why.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
So dates are one good food for Ramadan, and it's known for with Ramadan food.
Okay.
Yeah. But depending on the culture, it's so interesting when you go to the mosque. Malaysian would have a specific food for Ramadan. Egyptian would have a specific food for Ramadan. Pakistani, and so we would start. Oh, this is what you have for Ramadan. Oh, okay, we have this, and it's so interesting to.
And samosas, right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, well, thank you, Nagwa.
Thank you.
We got that last bit in. So, we will finish again. All right, good.
Resuming our food.
Yes,
eating.
resuming our food. So, thank you everyone for tuning in. I'm at work, as I said, and we just talked about Ramadan. So, whatever you believe or, what you practice, do more of it. And let me leave you with the scenery outside. And everybody, walk good. Walk